Well, hey guys, how's it going? So the last video you saw from me, I was catching lake trout on the ice. Caught that really nice lake trout. And then I told you we were packing up a little bit early. We missed out on that prime time walleye bite. I got that one walleye just before we left. And we packed up early because we knew the snow was falling, conditions were getting bad, and guys are starting to get stuck. Well, on the way back in, about 300 feet from shore, we all got stuck. We all had long track machines, not mountain machines. One guy had a 144 with the big paddle, and he ended up getting stuck too. And anyways, 3 hours later, we got off the lake with the exception of one machine. I was with a couple older guys, and they have some bad hearts, so I helped them get their machines off, but they were just way too dead to come back and just help me get my machine along. It's just a slow process to get it out. So I had to come back in. I grabbed my brother, I got another skidoo, got the trail loaded up, got a bunch of tools. It got very cold, and so my track is probably going to be frozen in slush a little bit. So this is the adventure of how to get your sled unstuck. I talked to a couple of guys, locals who live here, and they said that there's machines abandoned all over the lake. It's just been so much snow that it's over 4 feet of snow up here, and the ice is just making slush underneath of it. The snow is making a blanket of insulation, and it's melting the snow on top, and it's just making slush, and it's terrible. It was up to our knees, 3 hours up to our knees in water trying to get the machines out. So we're back today, refreshed, not near as tired as we were that day. So we're just gonna get set up, get everything out to the lake. I'll set up the tripod, and we'll see how this goes. Okay, we got the sled loaded, ready to go. Gotta make it down this trail. It's about 4 more kilometers. We lucked out last time. We had to skidoo down the whole road, which is 30 kilometers. But this time they plowed it for us, so we're good. We're gonna hop on this, get rolling, and get to the heavy, sweaty stuff. Okay, we just made it down the trail. It was only 4 kilometers, no big deal. We just made it to the lake. Beautiful, like what a gorgeous day. You had the sun shining. It's pretty mild out, and right, let's see if I can see this in the camera. I think it's tough with sunglasses. Right there is my machine. So we're not going to be driving this machine out there, even though there is a packed trail. It's not worth getting stuck. This machine here is a short track, so it would be even worse if we did get caught in slush. So we got the snowshoes, put the snowshoes on, and we're going to just tow this sleigh with all the gear, tandem style, and yeah, get to working out there. Hopefully it doesn't take us more than 8-9 hours. So let's go. All right, so we made it to the machine. She's in there pretty good. I was with a few older guys, and after 3 hours they were just spent. Ideally, if you are gonna get, well, you don't plan to get your sled stuck, but if you're in a situation like this, your sled gets stuck in slush, at the very least, get the machine and the track up on the snow. We have a big project here in front of us because we now have to dig out the back end and the track because it's frozen in the slush. Hopefully it's not frozen all the way down. Hoping it's a little bit of water under there so the track isn't actually stuck to the ice. But if it is, we got the tools to get that figured out. So we just hiked that trail, pulled that, had our snowshoes on, made it really easy. It is such a nice day out, like just beautiful. So I'm gonna set up tripod, and I'll just have the camera rolling, see how long it takes us. Whew, I take some layers off, getting hot and sweaty. Okay, it's been 40 minutes. We have the track off the ground. We came prepared with all the tools. So we got 2 farm jacks on either side of the track. Track is up. There's a lot of ice still above and inside the track that we still need to deal with. So our day is definitely not over yet, but this is a huge milestone into getting this machine out. We lucked out. So time frame wise, this is 1 week after the machine got stuck. And we had some nights of -30, even colder. So I knew that the track was going to be an issue to get it out. I knew it was going to be really frozen. But I was really hoping that this was the scenario I was going to run into. It would be ice crust on top, water underneath, so that the track was not stuck to the very bottom of the ice. It wasn't just one giant piece. So now we just need to work on getting the track out. We'll probably put the chisel down, brought some hammers, and we don't want to destroy the rubber track. So that's the next piece of this puzzle. Chisel that out. We have more tools. We have a come along. We're gonna try and get the track free. If we can do that, we'll try and pull on the ski, pull the machine up under its own power. If we can't, then we have the auger, chainsaw, cut down a tree, put it in the hole, use a come along, and that'll pull it right up on top of the ice. And then the ice is all good here. There's no more slush on top. It's just 4 inches of ice. So we can bring the other machine right out, hook it up to it, drag it right back to shore. So we still got a lot of work to do, but this is a huge, huge step that we just made. So the track is almost completely free on one side. We still have ice in the center of it. It may give us an issue, but right now we're able to pull the track away from everything. So I'm thinking the ice is just gonna be stuck to the skid. It's going good. It's just over an hour since we got here now. Still have a little bit more up front to do, and we're working on the other side, so I couldn't be happier with the progress. This is how you do it. You gotta have the proper tools. You don't have the proper tools, we'd be fighting this thing tooth and nail. So it's going good. So just about done this side. Went really fast with the big chisel. It's not going too bad with the hammer, but we don't want to risk. That chisel cuts through it so fast, we risk cutting the track or damaging a bogey wheel or something else that could strand us out here. So taking a little bit extra time, using the hammer, chiseling it out. The main focus is just getting the track to spin. Past that, as long as we can get it up the trail, we're not far, it's just 4 kilometers. We could tow it with another machine if we absolutely have to, but 4 kilometers to the trailer, and then we need to get this thing in some heat, melt this whole track down, and she'll be good. We're almost there, we're so close. Okay, we're 2 hours in. The machine is up out of the slush. The track is still not free, but we needed to get it up out of that water in order to get it lifted up to get the track completely free. So instead of taking an auger, we decided to try this first. Took a farm jack, hammered the one end into the ice, got a strap to the machine, and it's coming out pretty good. It's not fast. We only needed a couple more feet to get it out of this hole. It's almost there. Once it's right on top, you could jack up the front and get rid of the rest of that. It's at the very front of the track. We could see it's still locked up. So we just a little bit more work, but not too bad. Slow going, but we got the right tools. Work smart, not hard. Well, we've made more progress in another 20 minutes. The whole machine's out. We lifted up the front, got a whole bunch of ice out of there, lifted up the back, and we were able to spin the track. It sounds a bit rough. Obviously, there's a lot of ice in there still. A couple of the bogey wheels aren't moving, so we're just gonna loosen those up. We don't have far to go. We just need to limp it back. We're on the home stretch. This is so close. It feels good. So there's still a bit too much ice underneath of the skid. And we're just worried that it's gonna burn out a belt. So we brought the other machine out. Trail's totally fine now. We're just gonna hook it up so it just helps pull this little guy on a little bit. And last thing we wanna do is be burning out a belt. So gonna hook this up, pull it out, and then come back for the sleigh. And that'll be it. Sled rescue, mission accomplished, hopefully. Final stretch. Well, would you look at that, guys? Operation Sled Rescue was a success. We didn't have to tow it all the way back. We towed it about 20 feet and then realized that it was starting to clear up a little bit under the track. So, unhooked it and she went just fine. She drove all the way back, about 4 kilometers, all under her own power. So, all in all, a success. I think door to door, it took us 4 hours. Some guys stopped and talked to us for a little bit. They were coming down the trail and they saw what we were doing and they were really concerned about going down that trail. So the trail was good after that. They decided to turn around. They got a little bit nervous from seeing my sled up on jack stands, and yeah, they got a little bit scared. So all in all, a very successful trip. Went way smoother than I expected. You know, it was a little bit slow chiseling out the inside of the track, which was to be expected. You gotta take your time with that. You don't want to ruin your track. But if you're ever looking to get your machine out that you got stuck in slush, especially if it's frozen, you need a chisel. Hands down, you need a chisel if it's frozen. You're gonna need jackals or farm jacks. 2 of them if you can get them. That'd be ideal. That helped us a huge amount. Bring ropes, straps, hammer. Bring a couple hammers if you have ice in there. Anything else that we used that we needed?
Ropes, beaners, chisel, flathead screwdriver.
Flathead screwdriver. If your track is all, just bring like a whole bunch of tools. But for sure, those farm jacks that help a ton. Bring lots of rope, lots of straps. So. Hope you guys enjoyed this little adventure with us. We're just tying them down and we're out of here. Maybe do some fishing, we'll see. Peace out.